So do you also use Just Dial to get more leads for your own business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add Just Dial inquiries to Active Campaign for email automation. So like you, I also use Just Dial to get more leads for my business. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from Just Dial, I want to add the lead details into Active Campaign as a new contact so that we can nurture them. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Just Dial and Active Campaign, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. As I've already mentioned that in this video I'll show you how to automatically add Just Dial inquiries into Active Campaign so that you can trigger personalized email campaigns without any delay. So say goodbye to manual data entry and hello to automated lead nurturing. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. So Pabbly Connect is an easy to use automation tool which requires no programming or coding language and create connection between multiple applications. And today we are just going to create a connection between Just Dial and Active Campaign using this automation tool only, which is Pabbly Connect, as I've already mentioned. But before we move on further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, doubts, workflow tips and solutions. And if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance because we have experts in this. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to come back towards my landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we just have two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get a free trial of Pabbly Connect. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So we have two options, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand has a stable, familiar approach and perfect for users who want tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. Now I'm just going to simply enter the workflow name and select the folder in which I want to save my workflows. And on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. And if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So trigger starts the process while the actions are results towards the same. Alright, so over here I'm just going to simply select my trigger application to start with this. So I'm just going to go towards this add trigger button and now I'm just going to simply select my trigger application as Just Dial. So I'm just going to search for Just Dial right over here and select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as new leads. And then I'm just going to click on this connect. And once I'm just going to click on this connect, it is giving me a webhook URL. So over here, I'm just going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between Just Dial and Pabbly Pabbly Connect. So you must be wondering, what is this webhook URL? So a webhook URL is an address where Pabbly Connect receive the lead details from Just Dial. And to automate the lead capture, you have to copy the above webhook URL and configure it in your Just Dial account. And to configure this in your Just Dial account, you have to reach out to your account manager from Just Dial, because Just Dial doesn't have the provision to add the webhook URL on the user interface of their application. Hence, you need to send this webhook URL to your Just Dial point of contact or the backend team. And once you're going to send them this webhook URL, they can simply add this webhook URL in your Just Dial account. And once they add the webhook URL in your Just Dial account, you will start receiving the lead details right over here. And automatically your workflow is going to get triggered. I have already added this webhook URL in my Just Dial account, so I'm just going to wait for the webhook response right over here. And as you can see that we have successfully received the response over the first name, the last name, the phone number, the email, and the rest of the details of my lead. And yes, we have successfully received the lead details, and with this we have successfully completed our trigger step and created a connection between Just Dial and Pabbly Connect. Now what I want to simply add these Just Dial lead details into my active campaign. For that, I'm just going to simply click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select it as active campaign. So I'm just going to simply select active campaign right over here, and now for the action event, I'm just going to simply select it as create or update a contact and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between active campaign and Pabbly Connect, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the URL. And how are we going to get this URL? For that, we have to go towards the setting on the left sidebar area, then the developers, and from there we have to go towards this URL. Alright, so I'm just going to go towards this setting from the left end of the site, and then we have to go towards this developer. And after coming over here towards this developer, we're going to get the URL, and as you can see that we have successfully received the URL and the key. So what we have to do is we simply have to first paste the URL right over here, and we have to paste the URL without this https// Alright, so I'm just going to erase this, and then we're just going to simply paste this key too. Alright, so I'm just going to simply go towards my active campaign, and over here is my API key, so I'm simply going to copy it and paste it right over here. And after pasting both of these details, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save. And once I'm just going to click on this save, with this we have successfully connected our active campaign account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And now it is asking me for the email, first name, last name, and the rest of the details. So one by one, I'm just going to enter all of these details, but I'm not going to enter the details manually by typing it like this, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the response of a previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm only going to fill in the details which are required. So I'm just going to simply open the response and map these details one by one. I'm just going to map the first name, last name, email address, and then the phone number right over here. And now I'm just going to move on further. For the tag, I'm just going to simply give the tag as new leads. Now for the list, I'm just going to simply select the list right over here. It is asking me for many other details. So all of these details are not the required details. I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, automatically a contact will be created or updated in my active campaign account with the help of the same details which we have received in the response of Just Dial. And as you can see that we have received the positive response right over here. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open my active campaign account and go towards this contact section from the left end of the site. And we're going to see that we have successfully created a new contact. We're going to see the full name, the email address, and the phone number. These are exactly the same details which we have received in the response of our Just Dial right over here. And with this, we have successfully created a new contact in active campaign. And with this, we have successfully completed this video too and this workflow too. And now whenever we're going to receive a new lead from Just Dial, automatically a contact will be created or updated in my active campaign account. All of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And if you also want this workflow, I'm just going to simply attach the link of this workflow in the description box below. You can check it out. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.